Hi, Taurus. Welcome to Vivid Vibration. My name is Christina, and we are going to jump into your read. You have the Hunter, the Warrior, the Box, and the Queen. And not even gonna lie, I was just kind of like sitting in the energy for a minute, and my whole throat just like closed up. like Taurus, I feel like there's like this oh my god, I can't breathe feeling that you're having right now. It's intense. Please breathe. But I feel like there's this idea of being very, very triggered. I feel like there's this, you are being pursued. I feel like you feel as though you are under this influence that you have no control over. That it comes at you in ways that you don't even know what to do with it, but it's powerful and it's potent in its ability to turn your head in another direction. It is like, no, I will make you see this, and you're like, no. That's what I feel like. I feel like you're like, no, I can't. I'm like, I don't want to see it. I feel like it's triggering you. I feel like there's this element of, or you could be on the other side of the story. Obviously, take it how it resonates, but it's just kind of this idea of there being this very real trigger to somebody who is coming in strong, coming in fast, and coming in with some things that are just I think sending you in a spiral. The Warrior is mind your battles. So it might be that it's even if it's not this person that you're fighting with, the amount of anxiety that this interaction causes for you may incite battles with other people. Maybe it's just that you're I can't fight the person that I want to fight, so I'm going to fight everybody else. That could be a thing too. But I kind of get the feeling that there's this idea of it's bringing with it a lot of exposure. Sometimes that's exactly what we need in order to really get the push in the direction that we need to go, right? We need to be triggered. You know what I mean? Before we can even realize that it's an issue that needs to be addressed. Or maybe not even realize, maybe I can hear I knew. Okay, fine. So but you're not going to do anything about it because why? You're comfortable where you're at. And so in order to really be pushed out of your comfort zone, Taurus, you have to really be triggered. And I think that this person is really highlighting a lot of triggers for you. It's very eye-opening for you in a way that is really kind of your, I feel like somebody lit a fire's ass in her Taurus. What? Okay, good. You know what I mean? But Taurus is they're up, they're moving, they're ready to go. I think that there's an idea of I'm ready to take this seriously. Okay. I had my trigger moment, I had to get out my anxiety. I had to woo-saw my way through that, but I'm ready to do this. So it could be some of my Taurus are starting a new job. Ace of Pentacles is a new beginning, new opportunity. But it's definitely one of those things where I feel you're triggered into action that ultimately opens your eyes to your own apathy in a situation. I don't know why I keep saying apathy. I'm sorry, Taurus. That's just what's I feel like there's just this complete and utter apathy. High Priestess, the Eight of Wands, and the Ten of Wands. Yeah, and Taurus, it wouldn't trigger you so bad if it wasn't something that you hadn't been holding on to, but it's almost like this. I want to say the opposite of love isn't hate, it's indifference. And you've been carrying a level of indifference with you that I think is almost like it's being triggered and it's being called on. And I think it's hitting you right. It's like it's hitting that. It's like right target, aim, point, fire, done. You know what I mean? Like there's no way. Like this arrow can't miss this heart. You know what I mean? Like this arrow was made for that heart. You know what I mean? It's almost kind of like the idea of like no, like this calling that like pulls you out of your apathy, pulls you out of your indifference. Taurus, I love this. Okay, let's see what else we can get for Taurus. The Lovers, the Empress. Yeah, there's a lot of like, I mean, the Queen, the Empress, the High Priestess, the Lovers, the Knight of Cups, and the Empress. I mean, okay, let's just for real seconds here. The Queen, the High Priestess, and the Empress. There's a lot of very intuitive energy here. There's a lot of very like powerful divine feminine energy. So, I mean, Taurus, it could be that you are in your divine feminine or that somebody is tapping into the divine feminine and, you know, like into the emotional state, into like past the exterior. Like I was talking to a Taurus the other day and she said it's like they opened up my cold dead heart and I was like, oh, love that. You know what I mean? But like hope that's for all Tauruses everywhere. You know what I mean? It's kind of this idea of like something calling to you and influencing you and pulling you and saying to you like this is what you've been waiting for. Like this is your opportunity. Like let it fly. Go for it. Do it. Okay, Taurus. Let's see what else we can get here. Ooh, I'm really liking this read. I feel like, yes, you're probably like anxious, but I think that it's like, it's almost like this. Okay, I'm not gonna cry, but I do feel like a little bit of tears of just kind of like this, like I really didn't think that you cared, or I really didn't think that anybody would care. You know, like I really didn't think that this was ever going to happen. You know, and almost just this like relief that it finally did, but like simultaneously this anxiety because you wanted it to happen so much that you had to be indifferent to it to protect yourself from it, right? And so like if it's true, it better fucking be true, right? Like okay, Taurus. Feels, right? Okay, let's see if we can get anything else for y'all. Whew. Six of water, a tower at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, because I think exactly like that's a real feel, Taurus, of just like this, like if it's real, it better fucking be real this time. Like I don't want to deal with this loss. I don't want to face this heartache. I don't want to be like, you can't rip my heart out twice. Please don't rip my heart out twice. I mean, this feels very like, whew, emotional, Taurus. I don't know. I was like not expecting that, but maybe that explains that anxiety, you know. Okay, well, let's do one more card for my Taurus and we'll call it a read. Sending you guys all my love. The unseen. Yeah. Yeah, because this does feel like something that's so powerful that it's like you can't eat, like there's no way to escape it. Like how do you escape something you can't touch? It's kind of like what I want to say. Taurus, I wonder if it's just not this like this anticipation. Like there's this pull and you're aware of this pull, but like the pull hasn't, it's almost like this, like I feel like there's something at the end of this rope And you're like, okay, I'm going to keep pulling because I got to see what's going to come out, right? It was enough to pull you out of your indifference, but you still can't see, but you have this, like knowing. That's triggering you. Okay, Taurus. Well, I mean, I hate to leave it there, right? Let's see if we can get anything else. The Two of Cups. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a relationship, Taurus. And I want to say, I mean, you have the moon at the bottom of the deck. I want to say that you're just like, you're having to follow your intuition through this process because you are very triggered. And I don't think that it's necessarily that this person is malintended so much as it is that they touch something inside of you that like really just triggers you. And so you have to like move through that emotion and are really actually like in it, like feeling it in a way that like you can't not do it. You're so far beyond indifference at this point that it's like, what do you do, you know? But I don't think that it'll be bad. You know, I just think that you're nervous. Okay, well, I hope this resonates with my Taurus. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Please give me a like, share, and follow, and I will see you again soon. Bye.